Hey. What's going on, y'all? It's Plant-Based with Nicole. I'm your host, Nicole Roche. Hey, Plant-Based Nicole Roche. What's going on, y'all? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. I know I'm not feeling well, but I'm going to push through, y'all. Come on in. Hey, Crown. Hey, Peacemaking. Hey, The Soilist. Come on in, y'all. I'm going to be interviewing a beautiful herbalist who healed her body to avoid a hysterectomy. Hysterectomy. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Okay? Stop judging me. Nah. She healed her body, okay, so that she can avoid a hysterectomy with herbs, raw vegan food, raw and alkaline, actually. Hey, Mobbin, check. He gave me a check. Y'all can hear me okay? I'm assuming you gave me a check. I said it right the first time. Nay, honey, this is my podcast. I can't request to join. I'm actually going to be bringing my guest on as soon as I see her. But perhaps in the midst of the interview, I might say, does anybody have any questions they want to come on and ask her directly? But you only can get one question, and then you got to get off when she answers it. You can hear me. Thank you for the thumbs up. Hey, y'all. Come on in. How y'all doing today? Where y'all at? I'm in California. If you're new to my podcast, I am Nicole Roche, also known as Plant-Based Nicole Roche. I've been eating a vegan diet for 12 and a half years. I am plant-based, so I am not a vegan for the animal rights, although I do feel bad for the animals. That wasn't my reason for going plant-based. It was for health and healing. Okay. I have been eating plant-based for 12 and a half years. I currently am high raw. I would say the last maybe year and a half. Delaware in the house, Kentucky, Florida in the house, West Side. Okay, I'm West Side. Y'all know. But yeah, hey, okay, y'all. Okay, y'all all over the place. What was I saying? Oh, I currently eat high raw because that's just what my body wants right now. It might be because of the summertime, but my body will switch up on me. Sometimes it wants more potatoes and rice. Sometimes it wants more raw. I actually was going to try last week to do some 50-50 plates, which is like half starch, half non-starch, like, potatoes, and for 2 meals a day. I was like, this ain't for me right now. It's too hot, the weather. So I was like, forget the 50-50 plates. Sorry, everybody, for the technical difficulties. Leela, it's very, very nice to meet you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. The devil trying to steal our joy today. No. But anyway, okay, let's get into it. Everyone, as I mentioned, she is an herbalist, and she helps people heal through her herbalistic teachings. Okay. And she also healed herself to avoid getting a hysterectomy. So first, I want to go back. So you told me you've been eating a vegan diet for 7 years, correct?
So I have been plant-based for 7 years, yes. And before that, I was pescatarian with eating certain fish. I was very picky, but yes, plant-based has been my eating habits for about 7 years.
Mm-hmm. What made you decide to give up the fish and just go fully plant-based?
Basically, the fish was not what was missing from the nutrients I needed. It was fiber, it was greens. I thought fish was the only way. A lot of us think meat is the only way to get protein and other things like that. And that's just really not the reality. So once I was healing my menstrual cycle, I realized that I didn't necessarily need meat because I went completely alkaline vegan actually to heal my menstrual cycle, and I felt great. I was energized. I had all the 92 out of 102 minerals because I was using a lot of different things like sea moss, herbs. I was eating the right fruits and veggies, the right grains. I was following, rest in peace, Dr. Sebi. I was following a lot of the teachings that he taught for me to make that transition from the whole menstrual cycle issue into just having seamless hormonal balances. So that's really the history behind me moving from like the pescatarian diet to my plant-based diet.
Right. So tell me about your menstrual cycle. You healed it. Like, what was it that needed to be healed? Were you dealing with the chronic menstrual pain? Uh, Tell me about what you needed to heal. Like, why did you need to heal something in your menstrual cycle in order to avoid a hysterectomy?
So I was 16, turning 17 at the time, and I had like painful menstrual cycles to the point where I wasn't in school all the time around the cycle time. I was not able to participate in sports. I was real active, and I was 17, and they told me that the only reason that I was dealing with the menstrual cycles was because I had heavy blood flow, and I could stop the heavy blood flow that was causing like the cramps and all those things by getting a hysterectomy.
Mm,
And 17, that is a huge choice to
yeah.
make. And so
Yeah.
I decided not to. And it's a generational situation that my mom passed down. She experienced tough menstrual cycles. She said, same as me. I was dealing with nausea. I was dealing with cramps. I was dealing with bloating. I was
Mm,
dealing with having no appetite. So I was not getting any nutrients in my body while I was losing all the blood. I was dealing with anemia. And so after having had a blood transfusion, I was like, okay, no, I can't do this. They put me on a lot of different things. They put me on pills. They put me on birth control pills. They put me on like 800 milligrams of ibuprofen. Nobody ever said anything about changing my diet, learning breath work to breathe through those contractions, what not to eat, no drinking, no
right.
smoking. Like, they talked about any of that. It just was
Just
like,
pills and
get a hysterectomy.
surgery.
Yeah, just get rid of your uterus.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. At 17 years old, right?
18 years old. So yeah, that was like what I was experiencing as a 17-year-old woman. And then it went into my adult years. When you
Mm-hmm.
grow up, you get a little bit more knowledge. You're like, okay, these pills are making me feel, these birth control pills are making me feel terrible. And then you start researching. You're like, oh no, I don't want this to be happening to me right now. That's what's in these. Oh my God, no. So you grow up, I grew up, I started researching more of the things I was putting in my body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I gotta do something about this because I am drugging myself literally
Right.
during the time where I'm supposed to be cleansing my body. It was crazy. It was ridiculous.
So when you went plant-based, did you just eat regular foods, cooked foods and stuff, or were you eating primarily raw? Because I went plant-based and it did not heal my cycle. I've been eating plant-based for 12 and a half years. And well, although it's kind of slowly going away because I'm headed towards almost menopausal, it's going away. So I'm not getting it every month. But like this time around, like I have it and I'm suffering. I don't feel well. And I'm dealing with, it didn't that diet didn't help me. So thankfully you were one of those blessed ones that it did help. So were you eating raw or cooked or a mixture of both when you went to the plant-based lifestyle? Like, what exactly were you eating that helped you heal?
Yeah, so I always tell people I probably have lived like 9 lives because oh goodness. Like there was a year, I'm only 33, so like, I'm not even that old. But there was a year where I was just eating raw alkaline meals. I mean,
Hmm.
I was making those wraps. I was making my own little peanut sauce, getting those little
Yeah.
rice wraps, stuffing them with veggies. I was eating my fruit bowls in the morning. I mean, everything was just raw. And it was good. I was making like even my noodles were raw. Like I was like
Hmm.
pureeing my noodles and like pureeing my sauces in the blender. I learned so many things that even you can heat up food. I had a blender that heated up my
Yeah.
food.
It
Brought
makes
it,
it warm.
yeah. So it was like I learned all these cool things. So I started vegan, alkaline vegan diet. I used the Dr. Sebi list that was just alkaline approved. And I mean, I'm 5'5". I weigh about 130 pounds. So throughout the
Oh.
I didn't need that much. I don't have a large appetite as it is. And
That's
so it went.
good. I wish I could say that, but go.
So, but you know what I'm saying? During that time, it was like, okay, sis, you got to heal. So I was capping myself at 2 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
But starting off as just alkaline vegan. And then after I healed my menstrual cycle, I started to implement just regular plant-based
Mm-hmm.
foods. Like I just cut the dairy, I cut out the meats, I cut out a bunch of sugars, I cut out the little snacks that we like to eat that have a bunch of preserves in it. I
Mm-hmm.
cut all that.
That's good.
So my transition.
That's awesome. So besides healing your menstrual, did you heal anything else? And I don't know, like, were you always a slender gal, or did you lose weight to get to this size? Like, anything else happened when you went and you transferred over to the plant-based life? Any other
Yeah.
healing, any weight loss, or you probably were, you look like you've always been slender. And girl, your body be bodying, okay,
Ooh.
by the way. I'm like, okay, you better work it with your small waist.
No, I think that. Yeah, I thank you for just pouring that into me, that confidence into me,
Okay.
because I mean, yeah, I'm petite in size, but at the same time, I've had moments where I wasn't healthy and I was eating outside of my weight. And so I have healed other things outside of my menstrual cycle that could have led to a hysterectomy. The thing about healing is that it's not just one thing. It's not just you healing one problem. It's a bunch of different things that you need to heal. I needed to heal my regimen, my routine, my habits.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to cut out eating at late hours of the night for no reason. I needed to heal
Yeah.
my mentality around being consistent working out, because yes, you may look slender and have a small waist on the outside, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not diabetic. I have
Right.
that I'm healing that are diabetic and are thin. And it's like, that doesn't mean anything, the outside. And so I
You
was
could
eating crazy.
be thin and still unhealthy, you
Yes.
know. That don't mean nothing. Right.
That don't mean nothing. People who got high blood pressure, diabetes, STDs, and they look great on the outside. And
Mm-hmm.
so I learned how to heal myself by changing my mentality and not focusing just on my size and just the food that I eat or the trend of being like vegan or plant-based. I really focused on having a routine, which helps you then to emulate this lifestyle, because it's not just you being cute for the moment or getting your hot girl body for the summer. It's really
Yeah.
about implementing life changes. And so from then I healed myself from I started to arbor into that lifestyle, and then I healed myself from cyanitis and had
What's that?
allergies. That cyanitis is basically
Oh,
yeah,
sinus.
sinuses.
Wow, you healed yourself. Oh, good. Because I know, like, my husband be getting sinus headaches and certain things, and he'd be struggling.
Oh, girl, about that, I can definitely whip him up something, a herb concoction, and it'll
Okay.
knock
I'm
that.
like, baby, you need to go to her bio.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Juju B is asking, how did you cut out sugar and snacks without withdrawals?
So there's different kind of sugars that are not good for us. What I focus on is portion control. So instead of being like, I will never have sugar, coconut has sugar in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's something in our body. We got to keep our sugars level to a certain degree
Yeah.
as well. Just replace those cravings where I would go like Reese's. I would go get me a prune or a date, or I would make these cute little things, these cute little rice cakes, and add like some agave, add some like raspberries and blueberries, and it's looking all cute and everything like that. And I would add my little like rose petals on the top, just give it a little pizzazz. But
Okay.
like I tried to make it fun for myself, because the transition was
Yeah.
growing up. My parents didn't restrict us from eating sweets. Like, we enjoyed our little, Debbie cakes and little stuff like that. And that's household too, because they're really strict. But my parents were very lenient on us having popsicles and things like that. So I have a sweet tooth as a grown woman, but
Yeah.
I learned how to replace those
With
Reese's,
natural
Snickers,
sugars.
sugars. And then there's nothing wrong with you going to Whole Foods and having you find something cute on the shelf that looks good, like a nice like organic I don't know, fig bar or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta shop around
Yeah.
and get out some preservative out when it comes to
Right.
the sweet.
Try to focus on, and I'm not saying like for myself, like I don't say I never eat processed sugar, but I do sometimes, right? I allow myself those little fun, I call them naughty treats. But overall, the sweetness that I eat is like the natural stuff overall. You know what I mean? Like I try to eat mostly whole foods, right? But then there's some things that might be processed every now and then, and that's okay for me because that works for me. You know what I mean? Um, so she said, so you cut out artificial and processed. So it sounds like you cut out most of the processed stuff, but still ate the natural
Oh,
stuff, natural sugars.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
the natural.
cool. And okay, tell me like, I always love to ask this question. I love to know what people eat. Like, I know every day is probably different, but like, what's a typical day look like for you?
For me, a typical day is tea in the morning. I have to have my tea in the morning, not because I'm just a herbalist, but before I became a certified herbalist, I was drinking tea in the morning because it helped me wake up my body and my system. You don't want to put like something harsh in your system. It shocks your body because think about it, for 5 to 6 or 8 hours, you've been sleeping. Your body has been on a break. That's why
Right.
they call it break in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so people think, oh, in the morning, I just need to chunk down some herbs. I mean, not herbs, some starch, some carbs, some eggs, some bacon,
Mm-hmm.
because I just woke
Waffles.
waffles, pancakes, 5, 10 stacks of pancakes. And it's like, whoa, 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 calm down.
Okay.
Your body some respect. Okay. So first thing in the morning, I have some tea to wake my body up and say good morning. And
Mm-hmm.
then my fruits. I love either a good smoothie. I do like a nice green smoothie, spinach for my iron, because even though I've healed my iron deficiency from, being, bleeding a lot and stuff like that, that doesn't mean that the journey stops there. So every morning I do something with some iron in it, whether that is like a smoothie with spinach. Cacao is really good for iron. Burdock root, sarsaparilla root, those are really good for iron. I throw those in there with some banana, get your potassium in. I throw my lemon juice in there, my ginger for antibacterial. I make a hefty smoothie, or I do a nice little acai bowl, as they say. I cut up my fruits, I blend my little stuff, and make the acai bowl myself. Like, we don't go to the store down the street anymore to get these things anymore. I've learned how to make these things myself. So I save time, I save money. And then I go into my lunch around 12 o'clock. I pretty much eat the same time. So 12 o'clock, I'll get like something like a nice little, like a plant-based bean burger that I may have bought. Or maybe I get a plant-based burger or something that I, may have bought from Whole Foods or something. Another yummy thing that I like to eat is mushrooms. I'm like a mushroom addict, from shiitake mushrooms to portobello, just so many mushrooms there is out there. So I just like mushrooms. I make mushroom spinach wraps. Those are really delicious. Get your tomatoes, get your spinach, get your not your black pepper, your red pepper, your green pepper, season it real nice. Boom.
It
You
sounds
got
good.
a nice little mushroom. Got yourself a nice little mushroom. You got your lion's mane mushroom. There's so many mushrooms and they all taste different. For dinner time, now I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to dinner, it's been weird for me because I don't know about you, Nicole, but I've been kind of like in a fasting season where it's like, dang, I might eat twice a day, but then around 6, I'm like, I'm not really hungry. Have you been
Girl, I've never been able to say that in my life.
keeping it real?
I don't know what it means to not be hungry. I really don't. But it is a goal of mine. But you know what? I am in a season where my body is wanting freshness. Just like I was trying to do some 50-50 plates last week. I said I was going to do that for a while, like potatoes and a non-starchy. But I tried it for 2 days and I was like, my body's just like, I want freshness. Now, if I do have some cooked meals every now and then, that's fine. But for me, I was going to try and do it for 2 meals a day. I was like, nah, that's not my ministry. Not right now. My body wants fresh. But I don't ever have that I never been able to say. But I do in the evening. Sometimes I don't feel like eating, but my body's hungry. So I have to eat something. So I'll just be like, dang, I'll just make some nice cream, or I'll just have a bowl of watermelon or something, you know. But my body be hungry though. I don't want to eat, but it'd be hungry. You know what I mean?
Catch my drift. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Because in the evening time, after I've eaten this hefty, like, plant-based meal with burgers and like a little plant-based burger and fry on the side, and you know, and then in the evening time, which is like dinner time, right, 5-6 o'clock, then I'm like, I'm not really hungry, but my body is like, you should eat, but I'm like, I don't feel like eating. So then, like you, I'll go get something. You know, I might do something crazy. Like, I'm not gonna rolls fruit. Sometimes I'll grab some guac and some chips, and I'll smash. I mean, that's really, really good. I'll make a chunky guac and like add like onions, tomatoes, pack that thing up, get some juicy chips from home or Central Market. I don't know if y'all have a Central Market where y'all are at, but like Central Market, god of like plant-based food groceries here in Dallas, Texas. So that's one thing I do, because I just believe strongly, Nicole, in us listening to our bodies. I feel like the body will tell you what you need. I'm not really big on trends and vegan plant-based fads. I coach people every day who are ill, who are like, I'm not plant-based and I don't want to be. And I'm like, that's fine. So let's scale on maybe doing 3 lean meat meals, very, very specifically from farmers market, if you can get those items from there. And then maybe the other 4 days out of the week, we focus on a little mix and match. 50% of the day you're eating plant-based, the other 50% you can have like whatever. And so I'm not like into like this fad situation at all. But I think what's important is you eating for your body. There's a book that I read that taught me a lot, like eating for your blood type. And I learned a lot about my ancestry eating based off of my blood type. And so in the evening before I go to bed, it's not good for me to eat super heavy. So maybe I'll have like a sweet potato, like some asparagus, and like something else on the side, like maybe like a pasta. Like I just cook whatever I can get my hands on. Like I'm not, trying to make a 4-course meal every single night.
You were talking about what you eat and stuff. I addressed someone's comment because they said you can't heal for eating back to back. And I said, that's not true, because I don't want to say I've healed myself, but food allowed my body to heal itself several times by going raw. I was eating 4 times a day. And not big old feast, I'm not eating no, but one meal could be like a smoothie or whatever. The point is that I have healed myself several times just by going fully raw, even eating 4 meals a day. So whoever said that, I was just letting them know that that's not true. It's up to the individual. And yes, fasting does help heal, right? But some people don't have to fast to heal. You know what I mean? I'm just speaking from experience, because I've healed several ailments and things from just eating fully raw. But getting back to you, I wanted to talk about, like, you're an herbalist. How long have you been an herbalist, and how did you get into this? And start with that.
Yeah, so I've been an herbalist for 3 years, and I got into this by just first healing myself from my hysterectomy, as I was explaining to you all earlier. And so I wasn't certified when I healed myself. I actually just went on a self-discovery trip where I decided I was going to try different things and create a blend. So that is how I first started. And then once things started going well, and I started introducing my family and friends to my teas that started healing them from different things like insomnia, or my mom had a thyroid issue and I was helping her heal with herbs and stuff like that. Then I'm like, you know what? I like this. I'm going to become an herbalist. Let me go to school. So I got certified, and then I decided to create a store. So that has been the process. It's been 3 years though, just 3 years.
That's good. So you had to go, how long was the schooling for this?
The schooling was a year.
A year, wow.
12 months for the certification program. Yep.
That's awesome. Are you doing this full time, or do you have like a regular 9 to 5 and then you do this on the side? Like,
I actually do this full time.
Wow.
And I think so I'm a full-time entrepreneur as a herbalist and as an owner of an online tea store. And then in person in Dallas, Texas, I do workshops and sound healing workshops as well, herbal workshops. So yeah.
That is so dope. Oh,
That's
you
for
live in
sure.
Texas?
Dallas, Texas, girl.
Dallas, Texas. No.
Dallas, Texas.
Oh my God, that is so good. Can you give me some testimonials of some of your clients, like how you've helped them and what you have? I don't know if you want to talk about what you
Yeah.
help them heal with, or just talk about what they've healed from. You could be generic about the herbs they used.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. As long as I don't mention any names, it's safe to share. So I have clients that range from different ages. My clientele base is between the ages of 35 and up. That's what I cut off, probably like 65 years old. That's what I normally. Yes, you and your husband got to call me so we can have a consultation and I can
Okay.
prescribe some herbs and get rid of whatever you were saying your husband was dealing with. But it's
Allergies and
just
sinus. Yeah.
yes, the very thing I healed myself from. Sorry, I'm trying to plug in. 1 second. Okay,
Thanks for joining, everybody.
there we go. But Nicole, my clientele have healed from kidney failure, which is my biggest testimony that just actually took place. And you can go into my highlights on my page right under reviews. And I just screenshot the text messages or the emails. But people are healing from kidney failure. I had a woman who was about to go on dialysis because they just was not believing that she could heal any other way. And she called me, we consulted. That's how it generally goes with me. You call me, we consult for about 30 minutes, and I really talk to you about what it looks like to go down this journey for me. Everybody doesn't get, into this realm of me coaching them for 30 days. I got to know that you're committed. I got to know that you're serious. It's not just about you paying the money. I will serve whoever pays, but before I do that, before I even offer the plan, I have to ask you certain questions. Are you willing to go on an alkaline plant-based diet for X amount of time? Because yes, I said that I consult people who are not really ready to go that route, but I recommend 1000% everybody turn to a vegan diet or plant-based diet or alkaline raw diet. I am never going to say turn to meat. It's okay. I strongly believe that it's not necessary.
Oh Lord. The devil is alive today. The devil. Let's try one more time. Let's see if you can finish your sentence before the doggone IG starts acting up about some of your testimonials.
So thank you, Nicole, so much. And thank you all for being patient with what's happening.
Yes. Thank y'all. Sorry, y'all.
Sorry. Kidney failure has been the most recent testimony, which you can find on my reviews. I sent her 3 different types of herbs to help with her hypertension, her hormonal imbalance, and her kidneys. The kidneys that I sent, the kidney healing herb that I sent was called Palo Azul. It's actually a bark tree type that you can boil in water. I also sent her a hormonal balance tea that I personally made that will help you balance your hormones. If you have yeast infections, BV, it'll help. It has peppermint, shepherd's purse herb, and this is going to sound weird, but it has minced onions in it.
Ooh.
And it's
funky. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, it's a little, I ain't gonna a little funky, but it does the trick. It keeps you from that boric acid, right? Off the shelf boric acid. And then I sent her an herb called Prosecco, which actually is from Ghana, and I recently posted about this herb, and you boil it in water too, and it helps with hypertension and high blood pressure. I have another testimony that's also on my page with a woman who healed her daughter and herself from terrible sinuses. The kid, her daughter, could not actually go outside for more than like an hour without getting severely sick, and her daughter was only 3 and was on a lot of medication. And so she called me, and she was also still breastfeeding. So she called me, we consulted, and I helped her heal her daughter and herself safely through herbal medicine, because it's a little tricky working with women who are still breastfeeding. But if you have somebody who is trusted, who has an education behind it, they can certainly help you heal through herbs. And there's so many other testimonies. People actually, on a more simpler scale, people actually have worked with me who just need to lose weight because they are diabetic. And when you're diabetic, it's just an eating change that we need to make and some exercise, simple, with a few herbs that'll help keep, you know, the blood pressure down. I am very accountable for my clients. So if you work with me, you got to be able to, you know, give me a report at the end of the week. If, for example, you need to check your blood levels, right? Or your sugar levels. So working with me looks like you being able to truly be okay with someone who can guide you and hold you accountable. I don't accept everyone to work with me because I'm very serious about the work. No one's perfect. I have people that come who are broken, who are like, I really don't know if I can do this. But as long as you're willing, then me and you can work together. But if you're like, oh no, I won't do that, I'm like, okay, baby, I don't say it.
You're like, girl, bye. Boy, bye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all got to be open. Y'all got to listen to her. She know what she's talking about. Okay.
Like, nah, I just got to be honest with them and be like, I'll be honest. My healing regimen will have something to do with you going to a vegan diet. Nicole, I tell people straight up, like, if you're going to lie and be like, oh yeah, I followed the meal prep plan today and you did it, you're not going to heal.
Right.
So don't even try to join. Just go ahead and let yourself come to a space of, I can do it. Since my encouragement isn't enough, you got to get to a place where maybe you can encourage yourself. I can do it. And then come back to me and say, okay, I'm ready. I can do 4 plant-based meals a day, or 4 vegan meals a day. I'm ready. You know, we can work together.
Yeah.
So I have turned people down before because they were like complaining. They were like, they don't know if they can do it. It was like, I'm going to encourage you to a certain point, but I'm not going to make the decision for you because I'm not just about taking your money. So my testimonies are real testimonies. And then also on my website at www.butterflybodytea.com, you can actually go and look at each tea. Underneath each tea, there are lots of reviews. Thank you for the hearts, y'all. So you can go and look at the reviews. Yeah. Check it out for yourself and ask us any questions you have.
The proof is in the pudding, y'all. You know, she ain't just telling us that she's good at what she do. When you see the results, that's when you really can believe it. You know, she has people that actually have healed their bodies. And you said that even some people might come to you for help with weight loss too.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Some women, they don't have any diseases. They're postpartum, you know, baby going through depression, and they just really can't get the weight off. And it's unfortunate because a lot of people who have babies, they're just now catching on to this holistic, like, you need probably a doula, you need a midwife, you know? So the hospital doesn't tell, especially women of color, the hospital doesn't tell us like, oh, there are herbs that you can take. Oh, there are wraps that you can put on that belly. There are organic herb oils and different ointments and salves that you can use. They don't know all that stuff. So I have a lot of women who want to lose weight post-baby. And I have a lot of men also who want to lose weight too. Yeah. Just to be sexy for their spouse or girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah. So y'all, she helps with weight loss too. I know a lot of y'all that's following me been trying to lose weight, so hit her up. No. Somebody is asking, who is that? Wig Nauk. I ain't gonna try to pronounce it. What she said, what was the herb for hormones?
Oh, there's so many, but the one that I would recommend the most is if you're trying to balance your hormones, I have a tea on there. It's called the Moon Cycle Tea. It's great for women who have experience or, you know, post or pre-menopausal. And also if you're just imbalanced in your hormones as well, generally, that is a good tea. There's another tea called VT that I have if you're dealing with hormonal balance, because hormonal imbalance is a large array of different causes. It's not just one thing. It might be hormonal imbalance from menopause. It might be hormonal imbalance because postpartum. It might be hormonal imbalance because you keep getting recurring yeast infections. So I have different teas for different things, but I would recommend the Moon Cycle Tea for hormonal imbalance. Read the description, see what aligns with what you're dealing with. I would recommend the VT, and I would also recommend the Perkesi herb. So those 3 things: Moon Cycle, Perkesi herb, and the VT for hormonal imbalance.
And what would you say your range for your herbs are? Like the cheapest to the highest? Like, what's the range?
Yeah, the cheapest herb I have on the line is $14.99. And the highest herb that I have online, excluding wholesale, is about $34.99.
Okay. And how long do these herbs last?
Good question. So
like a 30-day?
Yeah, good question, Nicole. So if you get an 8-ounce jar, then it's going to last you about 4 to 6 weeks if you are a tea drinker who has a cup a day at 1 tablespoon or 1 teaspoon per herb. Because loose leaf tea is all I sell. I don't sell any bag tea because I don't want any like thing in between you and the tea, the healing properties. I want you to get it pure. So I just need you to go ahead and, you know, steep it if you want, or put it in, you know, like a boiling pot of water. Like, I don't like the paper and all that stuff in between, the paper tea bags. But $14.99 is the lowest and $34.99 is the highest tea that I have. And it'll last you at an 8-ounce jar for about 4 to 6 weeks. You can go up to a 16-ounce. That'll last you for about 6 to 9 weeks. And then if you want to go up to wholesale, which is 1 pound, that's the max I sell, whole pounds wholesale, then that'll last you probably about 3 months.
That's pretty good. And, you know, again, you guys have to think of it as, in case you're like, oh, that's too much. You got to think of it as like, did you say that when you bought that purse? No. Or them name brand jeans? You know, health is different. You know, we got to invest in our health and think of it as like, you know, I'm investing because I want to heal my body or I want to get better and stuff. So, you know, those are pretty good prices. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is great. So I saw on your website, not your website, your bio, 7-day detox crew. Talk to me about that. What is that?
Shout out, I don't know if my butterfly body tea community is on here, but shout out to you all if you are here. Listen.
What side?
No. Yes, for real though, like the right side. So everybody who is a part of this team, we range, and some people, they get what they need, they leave, they come back. So we're fluctuating, but we have members and we are happy. And this 7-day detox is a program that myself and 2 of my business partners curated. Shout out to you, Coach Vernon, who is a certified personal trainer who's worked with NFL players. And then I have a vegan chef by the name of Jesse Garcia. He owns his own vegan plant-based meal prep company, and he works at an actual vegan restaurant here in Dallas, Texas. So I work with professionals. So I have 7 different things going on in this entire program. You can go online and read all of like the mission statement, which talks about accountability, shifting your lifestyle, creating a generational legacy of health, and the list goes on. But what we offer is 7 herbal detox recipes, 7 detox smoothie recipes, 14 alkaline meal recipes, and 7 easy at home effective workouts, including stretches. So you get this 7-day detox program. You do this for 7 days. You are coming out a different man or woman. I'm telling you, because I have a video, Nicole, on my page. I don't know if you saw it. I was like in a leopard print bathing suit before and after picture.
I don't know if you said it's a video? It's a video. Wait, where's your audio? I can't hear you. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, Nicole, I have this video on Instagram where I'm in a bathing suit so people can see the difference of like the body shift.
I'm trying to go to your page right now.
Yeah, got to scroll a little bit because, you know, I be posting like crazy, but
yeah.
Yes, ma'am. But
I'll find it later. But go ahead, talk to me about it.
It was such a crazy transformation. I worked with my trainer for 7 days, the same exercises I have in the program that we created. He made me do the same exercises. Thanks for the hearts and the fire signs. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the love.
Yeah. Y'all know what's up.
Yes.
And I followed the meals, And so everybody in my 7-day detox program, Nicole, we're following the same regimen. They have purchased their 7-day detox plan on my website at butterflybodytea.com. They come and join the private group, which is $5.99 a month, because I don't just offer, you know, oh, here is the same information that's in the detox program in the group.
Yeah.
No, I give them encouragement.
Yeah.
We hype each other up. I give them daily quotes. I give them all kinds of different cool recipes in addition to what they already purchased.
Yeah.
So they feel pumped. They feel hyped. I show them my results, which makes them feel like, dang, okay, I like the way that looks. Okay, I'm trying to get like that.
Like, I want my body to be bodying too.
Baby, let me tell you something, Nicole. You look amazing. You are beautiful. Oh. Your skin is glowing. You have a beautiful body. I know you mentioned your age earlier. Yes, I don't know anybody your age who looks like you, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank
but
you.
You look great.
I'll be 49. I'll be 49 in 3 months.
Ooh,
that's
beautiful.
Crazy.
The finest
thank you for the
49-year-old I
compliment. Oh, thank you, baby.
You're welcome. So yeah, that's what my 7-day detox program looks like.
That's dope.
Me if you're interested, guys.
Y'all sign up. Y'all can come out snatched. Okay. I want to see that video. After we get off, I'm gonna go find. You said it's the leopard
print yellow, like a Brazilian, you know, like a bikini. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, girl, work it. So in that workout program, were you guys doing weights too, or body weight exercises, cardio, like body weight, like squats and? Okay. Was it like interval exercises, like you do something for 20 seconds hardcore and then you rest for 10, like that kind of setup?
Actually, because it's 7 days and we know you guys are not eating a lot, we are not doing anything too intense. Mm-hmm. It is about 9 to 15 minutes each video. And if you feel like the exercise is not enough the first round, we ask you to do it as many times as you would like. So it is just upper body, lower body. We switch, we, you know, go back and forth between the days, and we focus more on HIIT exercises. If you're not familiar with it,
HIIT.
HIIT
high intensity interval training.
Yes, thank you so much. For those who are not, you know, knowledgeable about that. And it's actually very, very, very simple because you don't use any weights. You just use your body. And also we do stretch. So that takes up maybe about 5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes actually of the course of the class. We do a nice.
She's like, y'all need to. No. Where are you? Anyway, where are you?
I'm actually in a conference room where, you know, we were having issues before, so I moved from my apartment to the conference room because I was like,
oh.
So yeah, where we have an open space and Wi-Fi and all that.
Yeah.
But the exercises are HIIT and stretch exercises.
That's good.
And you don't need any weights.
That sounds amazing. You guys go check out her 7-day detox crew program in her bio, and check out her website. The link is in the bio as well, right?
Oh yes, most definitely.
Yeah, if you guys want that, you know, help with some healing, your hormones or whatever, you know, you need to lose some weight, hit her up. She does this full time. This is her career. This is her passion, y'all. She went to school for this. So hit her up, send her an inbox, tell her I referred you so she can give me 20% off my next purchase. Nah.
10% off will be yours.
Yes. www.butterflybodytea.com. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Body. Oh, TEA. Y'all check her out. Y'all make sure you follow her. Although we had to break this up in 3 segments, I'm so glad that we didn't give up and we kept pushing and we were able to complete. I have to do some editing. I have to edit, you know, everything together. I'll be putting this on my YouTube channel, y'all. If y'all missed it from the beginning, go check it out on YouTube. It will be on there probably by Tuesday. So check that out, you guys. Make sure you share it. Okay, we are all about sharing the message of health to everyone, y'all. Everyone. Thank you so much, Leela, dear. I thank you for your time. Thank you for not giving up on IG. We pushed through, girl. Fight the power. No,
For real.
we pushed through. Thank you for all you guys' wonderful support. Y'all stood up. I can't even talk. Y'all stood by our side and didn't give up on us. Y'all stayed with us even through all the technical difficulties. Peace and blessings to you as well, Washington. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day, Leela. Mwah. I'll see you on the gram, dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, everyone who watched. But thank you, Nicole, for hosting this beautiful platform for us to come and learn about all things plant-based, vegan, healthy mindset, healthy lifestyle, healthy eating choices. And I really appreciate just your personality. You have such a beautiful personality. And also, I know today was a little crazy, but I'm glad that you were just so amazing through it all and encouraged me. I just kept coming back on and we got through it. But please, when we get off, send me your information so I can send you some free tea. So yes, I would love to gift you with some tea. And also send me a code that you would like for people to use so that, I can get you your 10%, girl.
They can get a discount.
This is a blessing.
Girl.
This is enough for all of us. Okay.
Well, thank you so much. I will do that. Thank you so much.
Ma'am.
Oh, before I go, y'all, up next week, I will be interviewing Black Pineapple, also known as Lachey Taylor. She is a raw vegan, and she has healed so many things in her body. So we're going to talk, and she's lost a lot of weight, too. So y'all tune in next Sunday, 4 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. EST for Plant-Based with Nicole Podcast, and I'll see you then. Thank you, Leela. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. God bless you all.